Go.
Oh, do I start? Well, I mean, Joe's podcast. I don't know.
Well,
Hi, everyone. I'm Steve with the Ronin's Den podcast. I am joined by my co host, Eric, and several wonderful individuals. We have Kara Fish27 from TikTok. We have Joe, the Spice Must Joe. He's on TikTok and Twitch as well. We also have Adventures Keep, aka Howard, from TikTok. And we have Benny, who's been with us many times, and he is also from TikTok. Joe will be running us through the awesome game of Ryuutama. Joe, take it away.
All right. Well, I know of awesome. Let's temper our expectations a little. Anyway,
yeah.
Ryuutama is, for those that have never played it before, just a quick 2-sentence primer. Imagine a tabletop role-playing game that was a JRPG that was if Studio Ghibli made the Oregon Trail. It's cutesy, it's natural, it's meant to invoke like soft palettes of colors and looks like everything was done in watercolor. That is what we're looking at as far as the role-playing game itself. We are going to begin our adventure with our heroes, or travelers, as they're colloquially known in the adventure, in their hometown of Arroyo. That is Aroyyo, where normally, as everyone comes of age, they are to go on a grand journey of some sort. Everyone in the worlds of Ryuutama tend to hit a wanderlust, and they travel for a year or two, and they come back richer and able to bring not only treasure and wealth to their home, but their experience, which they can use professionally to help their home. Um, However, as of late, the Northern Empire of Galbranth hasn't allowed too many people to travel. There's impending threat of invasion everywhere. So you don't want to go to a town that might just get attacked by Galbranth and not be able to return home. So people just haven't been traveling. However, on this day, as the four of you, or the five of you, sorry, brain, as the five of you would have normally started your journey, the elder does come to you. The elder of Hakunen comes to your little lunch table that you're at in the feast hall of your town, and sits down while you're all chatting, enjoying yourselves. Hakunen is an elderly man. His eyes are clouded with age, and he wears bones in his hair. He is a shaman of sorts. He tends to do a lot of local herbs, though. And he is beloved, but kind of like in that's the weird guy at the edge of town kind of way. Um, Young travelers, I know it must be disappointing that your journey can't commence as normal, but I understand that you are aware of the threats of Galbranth. But old Hakunen does have a job, if you're interested in at least getting out and stretching your legs a little. And I'm going to give it to you guys to A, answer Hakunen, basically whether you're interested or not, and B, give us a little bit about your character, description, name, that kind of stuff. We'll start with duality.
Okay. So my character's name is Torben. He's from one of the local noble families. It doesn't necessarily mean he's an aristocrat himself, but his family does have that status in the area. He's about average height. He's got medium length brown hair and really light green eyes. He carries a rapier with him, and he wears the nicest clothes that he can get his hands on all the time. He's a bit of a snob. He doesn't like getting his hands dirty. That's I'm not gonna fix my house. I'll hire somebody to do that. That's why they have jobs, right? And why am I gonna clean up the table? That's what the waiters are for. Job security, But he's not mean about it. He's just kind of clueless. But yeah, he looks over and he's like, yeah, I would definitely love to get on the road.
Steven, Dragon, you're next.
All right. Yeah. So Stefan is he's a hunter with the attack type. He always has his massive great hammer with him. He's also extremely good with his fists. and he's good at tracking, trapping, and hunting. He typically wears just like normal, what you would expect from a person who kind of spends most of their time in the woods clothing, just simple browns, pants that are kind of like halfway down his legs, a little ripped. He's got black, messy hair with some twigs in it because he spends most of his time outdoors. Yeah, he's just one of those guys that seems to always go with the flow and is happy to be there.
How does Stefan respond to the elder?
Um, he is interested. He's like, I'm always interested in doing things. So whatever you need me to do, I will gladly assist.
Benny.
Cantor is dressed in finery, but it's finery that clearly doesn't really go together and wasn't made for him. Like it's all secondhand. And basically, he's a minstrel of the technical type, and this is essentially his way to be above his station a little bit. He gets invited places to perform at high-end functions, makes connections, things like that. So he's ambitious. He's aware of what his station was. He's not embarrassed by it. He just wants to rise in the world. And with that in mind, he's absolutely thrilled by the prospect of getting out of town, maybe earning some coin or whatever it is that's going to happen with this offer of adventure.
Nice. Okay. Adventurous Keep. Going around.
You see Amon sitting at the table, and he's got clothes that he looks like he tries to keep clean, but you can see the spots of where there's like little bits of like dirt and mess because he's a hunter, and he's particularly someone who goes out and he doesn't just trap, but he sells monster parts and is kind of like a tanner. So he also doesn't smell real well, even though he tries to take lots of baths and everything, but he's just he's kind of on the outside of everything. He always has his short sword and his bow at the ready, but he looks up hearing that something might be going on and go, I'm very interested in whatever might be going on. I mean, there's always something interesting out there.
And Kara.
Ami is a farmer. She wears clothing all in different shades of green, with brightly colored hand embroidered little flowers around the cuffs and edges of things. It's all very clean, but clearly has been mended and reworked, and is not the newest or most fashionable. She's currently clomping around in a kind of ugly, unfashionable pair of rain boots for some reason. And she has a sheepdog named Shep who travels with her. And in response to the elder, well, I'm disappointed that we're not going to get on the road, but if you've got something for us to do, I want to help. So, yeah, I'm interested.
Excellent. As you might know, with the Galbranthians out there, we have to stockpile supplies in case we have to wall ourselves in. I am low on medicinal supplies for the town's livestock. I would like you to travel to a small town nearby named Claremont and meet a trader by the name of Victor. He has some medicinal supplies that I need to get through many a sea. If you could go and return with these supplies, I would make it well worth your while.
I don't see why we couldn't do that. That seems pretty simple.
Reasonable
Yeah.
request.
When would you like us to leave?
Immediately, before the day's end, if possible. Clarmanth is a good 2 days' trek from here, and I do have some supplies you can borrow, a pack mule and some other supplies. But whatever you also have, you may want to run home, pack your little backpacks, and go. I have shared in our chat the party pool, so to speak, with a pack animal and some extra supplies, tents, and things like that, which is what Harkonnen gives you guys. And yeah, you're able to set out for the day. So I'm not going to have you guys roll a condition check today. You're just going to be at condition 8, which is fine. No penalties, no bonuses, nothing like that. We'll worry about the condition check again for the next day. But Ryuutama is a traveling game. There isn't a big fanfare as you guys set out this time because the expectation is you're just going to be gone for a few days and you're going to come back. It's not a huge deal. Claremont is to the northeast of Arroyo along the mountain range that has a massive bay that you guys are kind of nestled near. The town doesn't have a formal dock, so there's no boat really that goes there, but there's a road. It's a pretty easy trek. The first day is going to be a beautiful day for you guys to set out. So here's what we're going to do. I have also shared with you guys a cheat sheet that has journey checks. As you travel, you do a journey check every day. And there's a flow to how these work. So your first day, you're going to each roll a travel check. This is going to be strength plus dexterity, and you have a target number of 6 currently. So you roll a whatever your strength and your dexterity are together. If you have any bonuses that would grant you for travel checks of any sort, you can use those as well, including any gear that you have that would give you any bonuses. So yeah.
There's no dice tray.
Don't believe I have anything that gives me a bonus, so
66.
You are on grasslands, so if you have anything that grants a bonus for grasslands, feel free to use that. The weather is calm and nice and beautiful.
all right.
I got a 9.
You're good. Now, let's talk about critical successes and failures real quick. A critical failure is double ones, as one would expect. Critical successes can be measured in one of 2 ways. You either get 2 6s on your 2 rolls, or the maximum possible roll on both dice. If you get either, you have a critical success. And I just need to know because you can get special benefits, and same with critical failures. So,
Okay. I got a 10.
okay. Got a 9 and a 10?
I got a 9.
I got a 4.
4?
I think.
Okay. And
6.
Tara got 6? Awesome.
Yep.
Okay. Benny, sorry, Cantor, as you did not pass, you do half your current hit points rounding down, as the road is a little extra tough for you. Everyone else seems to travel along fairly well, but it's just rough. You're not used to traveling just yet. You're used to playing in taverns. As you are traveling, you do come across a merchant that seems to be just kind of in the middle of the road, screaming at the top of his lungs. Oh my God, I can't believe I lost my dang mule. As he's stomping about. Do you guys want to stop and talk to him or just keep moving on?
Do we stop and talk to this guy? This could be a trap. Like,
Oh, I didn't even think about that. Whoa. It's a good thing you stopped me. Otherwise, I was just going to go over and ask him about this mule.
well, what does everybody else think?
I mean, if we wanted to check this out, I could fall back to the bushes and kind of see if there's somebody waiting somewhere, but I don't see anybody right now, I don't think.
I don't care about this guy or his mule, but if you want, I can go talk to him, and I'm good at being loud, so I can sort of be a distraction while you guys suss out whatever's happening in the area.
It's a simple person missing their mule. Friend, where did your ass run off to?
Well, she ran away with my brother. Oh, you mean the mule?
The mule.
Well, Bessie done got broken free from a cart. He gestures to a cart with a broken leather strap, and ran off that way towards the woods. But I ain't gonna lie, I don't got the skills to go out there. I'm just a road walker, not someone with weapons. Folks got weapons. Them's expensive.
Ah, yes, and I'm gonna like mess with my rapier a little bit, and some are more expensive than others. I'm just gonna eyeball the rest
How
of the
is that one
people
more expensive? There's less of it.
because it's built the best out of all of them.
Craftsmanship. I
Yeah.
get that.
What
Y'all,
if I were able to track down your mule and bring it back, what would you do for us?
well, other than the undying gratitude of a trader that travels along these roads, much like you folk, I could be willing to part with some of my alchemical tinctures that I have for trade. I got 5 healing poultices that you're welcome to.
All right,
Out of game, what
I'm
do
gonna.
poultices actually do?
I made it up. It just heals HP.
Okay.
All right. I'll track your thingy, your horse
Excellent.
or whatever it's called.
Fret not, we will
Mule.
find your errant ass and bring it back to you.
I'm good
I'm
with
gonna do
animals, so I'll
tracking.
help too. Yeah.
Well, thank you, kind folk.
I'm gonna take out my bow and arrow, and I'll just post up by the wagon, and I'll just say I'll go ahead and stand guard. We wouldn't want anybody to come along and try to take your stuff while while this is going on.
I mean, other than the Empire, they ain't no many people on this road. We don't get a lot of goblins out this way, and many of the monsters stick to the woods. I am kind of worried about my ass for that reason.
Don't
All right,
worry.
I'll follow after the group.
Don't worry about your ass, good sir. We will take great care of it and bring it back so you can strap it to your cart quicker than you can say whatever it is you people say.
I got a 5 on my tracking.
Okay. Give me a moment to check a target conversion.
Gonna quickly run out of ass puns.
That's okay. I'm going to quickly run out of an ass quest. All right, so
it sounds
you're
like
able to
neither
follow
of you
the-
understood the assignment.
So we're moving from puns to wordplay. I appreciate that. So it doesn't take long to follow it north. I know there's not much of a forest on the map very far off the road where you guys are at, which if you want to look at the map, you see the single tree in the middle of the road.
Mhm.
You are about halfway between the southwest edge of the map and that tree. But a little to the north before the mountain range, there's a small woods. Roughly, yeah. But a little to the north, there's a mountain range, and there's a small woods there, not really enough to mark on a map. A couple hundred trees or so. And you're able to track the creature, the donkey, mule, what have you there. And as you approach the woods, you do hear it's braying somewhere in the woods. As you go,
I had a fart joke, but I'm gonna let it go.
Yeah.
let it rip, man. Don't hold it.
I already lost it.
So you guys follow the sounds of the braying only to find the mule kind of like against it, like leaning against the tree, and it's surrounded by 4 eggs with legs sticking out of them. And we are going to enter our first combat.
Woody.
The screen goes. Tsh,
What kind of legs are
and
chicken legs or like face hugger legs?
it's different by the egg.
Different by the egg.
Oh.
Let me see. Yay, it worked. I loaded it. See if it loaded properly.
It's quite large.
It didn't. It did not load properly. That is my fault.
That's okay.
So regardless, you guys should see a large combat arena. Feel free to put yourselves either in the front or the back area of the blue side.
I need a token.
And I don't know how to make tokens.
I can drop
either.
some tokens on for you guys if you'd
Could
like.
you? Could you?
That'd be
Yeah.
beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Can I have
Here we
4
got.
tokens for baddies?
We got a Kniffy. Oh, baddies? Okay, sure
Yes.
thing. Let's see. And you can label them. So I'll give you skulls. It's pretty clearly a baddie. I don't have an egg. I might somewhere. All right, let's see. What do we got? We got a book. We got a shield. We got a leafy. And one more for. Wait, are there 4 of us or 5 of us in this combat?
5 of
There are
us.
5 of
Okay.
I will take.
Our
Got a
full team
hammer?
zero out. There we go. There's one for our minstrel. Beautiful. I want leaf.
I want the sheet. I
I'll
want
take
the
the shield.
the book. Because nobles are learned people.
This makes sense. It's almost like I chose things based on your characters.
So feel free to put yourselves wherever you would be. There isn't really like grids or movement. Just front and back row.
Okay.
Imagine jazzy JRPG music also. That helps.
Oh, you blew yourself up.
I think I'll go to the. Yes, we can make big.
Much gooder. Can see them now.
Weapon is
Much
a
more
bow,
gooder,
so-
even.
My only weapon is a bow, so in our quest to save the ass, I'm going to be back here doing back shots.
I appreciate the double pun.
By the way, Ronin's Den, we are rated PG-13 to R, depending on which episode we are going with. This is obviously going to be more on the PG-13 side of things. We're bordering on
So far. How many F-bombs do we get in PG-13?
Technically one.
Right? Yeah, just
Think
one,
one.
right?
Fuck. Ha! Now we're going into R-rated territory.
Why'd you blow your load like- Anyway, all right. So, you're going to roll initiative, which I believe should be listed on your character sheets. If I'm correct, it's it's intellect and dex.
Yeah, dex and intelligence.
Okay.
Which
So,
is
Where's that?
your
Oh, yep. Dex
sorry,
plus
brain fart.
intelligence.
Your initiative serves 2 purposes. It's going to determine when you go in combat and act as kind of like your AC in combat. So when enemies attack you, they have to hit your initiative score.
Oh.
4.
9.
Also 4.
I got a 9.
2 4s, 2 9s. What'd you get, Steve?
And Stefan.
I got an 8.
8.
Okay. So,
I had to be the oddball.
I'm sorry, mine's a 10. I have a +1 bonus to initiative apparently.
Nice. All right, Cantor, you're going first. Cantor.
All right, so I'm going to shoot an arrow at the bad guys, which I think is my. Do I just roll my dexterity for that?
It should be listed on the sheet what 2 dice go together to
Oh,
roll
I
for
see
the
it.
attack. The accuracy.
Yep, I see it. Yeah, that's going to be a miss. It's intelligence plus dexterity -2, and that adds up to 1.
I'm sorry to hear that. That is. Okay, then next in the initiative order is Eamon.
Okay. Gonna go ahead and take a swing at the one closest to me.
Cool.
I got a 10.
10 will hit.
Okay.
What are you striking with?
I'm striking. That was with my that's with my short sword.
Okay.
So Dex +1. So 5.
One egg goes down. Its shell cracks, and there's nothing inside.
This is weird.
All right.
Madness.
Okay. The other 3 eggs now go.
Oh no.
All right. The first egg is going to attack Eamon as you just scrambled its brethren.
Okay.
He executed it.
An 8 will not 8 will not hit your initiative, correct?
No, it will not.
Then it misses. The next egg is going to randomly target a front row person. Duality. You're being targeted by the second egg.
Okay.
That's exciting.
I'm anticipating something awesome.
Actually, it fumbled.
Ha!
So you're going to get a +1 to hit this one when your turn comes up.
Cool. That's the one I'm going to hit.
And the third egg is going to randomly attack a target. Who is the dagger? Is that also you, Adventurers Keep?
That is also me.
Okay. A 7 will not hit you.
No.
So that is the egg's turn. It was not excellent for them. Stefan.
This is getting exhausting.
I don't know. I'm finding it very punny.
Are you sure
All
these
right,
jokes aren't going to be a problem?
I'm going to take my great hammer and swing at the one that swung at the duality. Or what's your character's name? Yeah, that guy. That is going to be an 8.
8 will miss.
Dang it.
And next after that is Corbin and Amy. You guys decide.
You can go first.
Which way you guys?
Okay, fine by me. Amy pulls out her cooking knife, dagger, and stabs at an egg.
Incredible. Possibly.
I don't want to see the chicken these things came out of. I don't. That is a 5, so probably not.
5 will miss.
Okay.
All right. Torben.
I am going to try and do something to make things easier for everybody, starting next round at least. I'm going to cast Briar No-No.
Okay.
It is 4 MP.
What does that do?
So it's 4 magic points.
Okay.
Thorny briars rise from the ground, entangling all of them in an area. Everyone in the target area receives a -2 penalty to their initiative starting next round. So that should make them easier to hit, is what I'm understanding. And since they're all in one area, should make it even easier. So, they are thorn bushed.
All righty. So you have successfully thorn bushed all of them. Let me double check that spell real quick. Make sure I know if there's anything they get to do on their turn other than try and break free. Or not break free, just other than going. I don't believe there's anything that they can do. Is that one of your incantation spells or your seasonal magic?
Seasonal.
Seasonal? Okay. Yeah, no. They just get their penalty. Good to know. All right. So back to the top of the order with Cantor.
We're going to try again with the bow. Not much better. That's a 3.
Still, yeah, unfortunately, still will miss.
Okay.
Eamon.
That's my turn.
All right. Let's go again with the sword because it worked so good last time. Oh. Because it's a -2 for that.
Well, they got a -2.
They get a -2.
Well, I thought my sword too. It's to hit. It's intelligence plus dex -2. So that is only a 4.
Why is it -2? Did I put that on there?
That's what's on there. Yeah. I think that's what it is for.
That's for the bow.
Oh, that's for the bow. Okay.
Yeah.
Because
It's dex plus and
oh
plus 1.
+1. So it's that's 6 plus 1 is 7.
7 will hit.
Perfect. Right. That's 4 points of damage.
4 points of damage will be enough to remove another egg. All right. So
to 2.
with Eamon's turn done, it's now Stefan's turn because their initiative has been reduced.
All right. Stefan's coming at him with the big old great hammer again. That is going to be a 11.
11 will hit.
That is 10 damage.
It is completely scattered and splattered even.
When it says strength +2, do I roll that strength or is it just the strength?
No, you roll the strength.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Still 10. I rolled an 8.
All right. It's the lone Eggie's turn now. It is going to randomly target one of the frontline people. Duality. And it got a 3.
No, needed a
Which
4.
doesn't. And that makes it Duality and Ami's turn.
Would you like to go again?
Oh, you go first. Go ahead.
Okay. So I'm going to poke at it. It's 2d6 plus 1 for a 7.
That hits. Dead on.
And then I rolled a 6. Let me check my damage here real quick. Nope, just that. 6.
6. It's down.
Boop. That was an excellent
The
fight.
eggs have been
Exhilarating.
really poached them. So, some side notes. I believe our hunters have skills that can be used in this situation.
Sure do.
Would like to check.
Harvest materials from a
Yep.
defeated monster.
Yep. So,
Anybody else got that?
I do.
Beautiful.
So you guys can decide if you want to each roll individually or roll for, however you want to go.
I'll do one, you do one.
Okay.
Or 2 and 2. I don't know. Whatever. However it works.
2 and 2.
I'll roll, you roll.
What are we rolling now? Is it intelligence?
Mine says Dex plus Intelligence. It's
I
trapping.
have.
Harvest materials from defeated monsters. I got a whopping old 7.
Okay. 7 will succeed.
I got a 6.
6 will also succeed because you have the topography number. So that is successful. You're able to harvest from all 4 of them. If someone wants to keep track of this, you're able to get 4 pieces of shell, which are monster parts, and 16 units of food, or days of ration, so to speak.
Ooh.
So I have an ability. Hold on. I have knowledge of tradition that allows me to gain more information about things I see and hear. Can I determine if there are likely to be more of these things or whatever laid these things, or if we're still in imminent danger? Roll for it.
Absolutely.
That's a 10.
10? Awesome.
Yeah.
Holy cow. So you've heard tell of the eggs. And unfortunately, other than like the greatest minds and the greatest colleges, everyone else knows woefully little about them. You do know that they do travel in packs, but the packs are kind of small. So, and those packs tend to be territorial. So there's probably not any other eggs in the area. And they probably kept out other relatively similar tiered threats out of the area as well. Um, you're not even sure if they were going to eat the donkey or mule so much as just beat it to death. You're just not sure because they don't make sense. They're just eggs with feet. End of list. So, but you're probably pretty safe to get back with the mule.
Okay.
No one even knows what lays these things. So, all right. So you're able to return after about an hour to the trader or to the merchant, and he is, well, darn, I'm so pleased you're able to get my mule back. A deal is a deal. Here you go. Hands you 5 potions in leather pouches, like they're in glass vials wrapped in leather for protection. You just toss one of these back, and it'll heal you up a little bit. And the healing potion can be used as an action, or poultice or whatever can be used as an action, and it heals 1d6 hit points.
Yay! Now you
And
take
there's
good
enough
care
for
of
each
your
of you.
ass and don't let it get run away again. Keep it nice and
I
strapped
need to
in.
keep it covered.
You need to keep
Oh
that
yeah,
thing strapped
I
in
plan on taking
place.
the strap to this ass immediately.
Oh
He
god.
makes sure the mule is attached to the harness for the cart, and then continues down the road.
Good, because we don't want those
Bunch
eggs
of
eating that
pre-work.
ass.
Again, you're not sure if they eat it. They just may beat on it.
Beating it. Just beating
it.
that ass.
Beating that ass.
You know, we
Just
don't know
really
what
into it.
lays these eggs, so it could have been that ass.
Those
You're
are real
fairly
big
certain
eggs
at
for a
least-
real small ass, though.
Hmm.
I imagine the subtitle of this episode is the one with the ass jokes.
Oh.
All ass all the time.
So, come get your fill of it. Anyway, so you guys have finished your base traveling. We're going to roll a quick direction check, and then you guys are going to also set up camp for the night. The direction check is so you know you're on track and you're good for the next day, things like that. Give me one of you needs to be designated as your mapper. Ideally, it is going to be the person with the highest intelligence, because the mapper rolls int plus int for the direction check.
I have a 6.
That ain't me.
Smarty cute. I also have a 6. But you can do it.
I have an 8.
Ooh,
Okay.
He can do it.
he can do it.
I have a 4,
All right.
but I'm dumb.
You knew how to
All right,
scramble the eggs.
so Eamon, give me an intelligence plus intelligence roll.
That's like a 3.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah.
You think you're going the right way. You're fairly certain you won't be lost the next day. You're fairly certain. We'll see what that does.
Yeah.
Next is someone to set up camp. You give it takes one person, though someone else can provide support, and that support would grant a +1. It is a dexterity plus intelligence check to set up camp.
I am straight 6s on everything.
I have a 8 in Dex and a 4 in Int. So
Yeah,
I have an
four-
8 in
four
Dex
and
and
a
a 6 in intelligence.
Oh, Benny sounds like the one. 8 and 6. Is that the highest?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Set up camp. If someone wants to assist him, it's just a +1, not a huge deal.
That's peasant work.
I assume you
I'll do it. I'll assist.
you guys have enough supplies, so you don't have to worry about any penalties for this check. So go ahead and roll it, Benny.
So I get a, what was it, a +1 bonus to it?
Mm-hmm.
6.
Oh, you are set. You're able to set up camp just fine. At the start of the next day, you double current HP. So I believe, Benny, that puts you back up to full. And your MP is fully restored. Over the course of the night, you guys eat a day of rations and drink your water for the day, refill from your barrel, restock your supplies, whatever you need to do. What are you guys doing for the evening as you guys have camp and relax under the stars? You have tents and sleeping bags, of course, as well.
I'm gonna do some hunting so that we don't
Okay.
have to use our rations.
Okay.
It's Dex plus Int. You receive rations equal to result minus PN target number.
A target number. The topography's target number.
Okay. That is going to be 8.
So you get 2 days worth of rations.
Sweet. I was just
Also,
out
you
hunting.
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say you
I'd
also
like-
did get 16 units of rations from the eggs. So
Yeah.
I
was just
don't
gonna
want to
go-
use them if I don't have to.
I was gonna go out and set up traps just around and check them in the morning.
Okay.
Passive
You
hunting.
using that for your hunting as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was a 6.
6. You're able to as well. Nothing gets caught in the traps, however.
Okay.
So over the course of the evening, as you're resting, a storm does move in. It's not heavy; it's just some light rain. That does increase the difficulty for checks the next day.
Oh.
As we get up in the morning,
Kara wants
Yes,
to do
sure.
something.
I do.
yes, Kara.
If I can have some of those egg rations, I want to make jam out of them. It'll last longer.
Go for it. How many do you need?
I don't really know, but I can turn any edible item into a long-lasting jam, keeping all its flavor but preserved for 1 full week. I just want to do it because I like the spell. It's one of my
Here.
seasonal spells from fall. Egg monster jam, come on!
Stefan is just gonna give you all 22 rations and be like, "Here you go."
I think I roll for it. So the amount of rations created is a spirit roll. Yes. But I'll happily turn as many as I can into jam.
Is it like mayonnaise?
I like that.
I
That's
was trying
great.
to think about that.
Yeah. I'm making mayonnaise. That's what I'm doing. I made us four bottles of mayonnaise. Yay. You're
Ooh.
welcome.
I don't know if I want to say thank you to that.
Stefan is
Okay.
very supportive of other people, so thank you. Good job. And like hides the other
Yay!
rations.
Go me. I did something.
You can write those down on your character sheet.
I will.
4 monster mayo.
Ugh.
This is gonna go delicious in dungeon real fast.
So, The next morning, we do need to do our first condition check. Everyone rolls this. It's strength plus spirit. Now, there isn't necessarily a success or failure. However, your condition will impact things throughout the day, such as you can have penalties, hit point damage, etc., etc. Let me find the actual numbers for condition.
And you said strength plus spirit.
I got
Yes.
I got a 7. So you just mark it on the sheet, and that's it for the day.
Yeah, basically. Typically, I only need to know if you have a 2 or a 10, or a 2 or below, which would be 2, or a 10 or above. That's the range of bad and good. Really good, anyway. Anything in between you're fine.
I got a 6. I'm fine.
Okay.
8, also fine.
8 as well.
7.
7. Okay. Everyone's good. It was a rough night. It's your first night not having your bed in a while, because I'm sure some of you have camped around town or whatever. But it's been a while. And it's not like it's a familiar. It's like the first time you go to a sleepover, and you're like, I don't know this place. This is uncomfortable. But like, you're having a good time. It's weird, right? Maybe there's gonna be muesli in the morning, and you're like, why do my friends' parents eat this crap? Anyway, so the next day is going to start with another travel check after you are up. Keep in mind, it is raining. It is a light rain, but it is raining. So each party member needs to give me a strength plus dexterity check for their weather, traveling in the weather.
6.
Does anyone else
5.
have any gear spells? 5, 6.
Oh, but it's raining. So
8.
I get
Mhm.
+1. That's a 7 because I got the rain boots.
Okay.
Okay, hold on.
Me
It's on
too.
grassland. We're still on grassland, though, right?
Correct.
Okay, so I go up to 6.
Okay. Eamon, Stefan, and Ami?
I've got a 5.
5.
8.
With my rain boots, I've got 9. Whee!
Okay. So the difficulty is now 7 because of the rain. Grasslands are normally a 6. Rain increases it by 1. If anyone has any other gear, spells, effects, or abilities that they may have missed that would give them any bonuses, you can go ahead and use them, and it'll give you a bonus. Otherwise, anyone that got below a 7 will be losing half their HP.
It's not me. I'm good.
What does weather +1 mean? Under your check penalty?
The weather usually increases it by 1. Wait, what are you talking
Okay.
about?
I don't know. I'm just looking at something on the character sheet. All
Okay, let me take a look.
right, let's just go on. We'll worry about it later.
So you're able to travel throughout the day for the most part. It is relatively uneventful until you get to the town of Klarmath. And when you get there, you do see a lot of the people in how a lot of medieval cities or fantasy cities will have the walled part, but outside will be some of the farmland, housing, villages, small little townships. Think like a town in The Witcher or major city in The Witcher or something like that. There's also stuff going on outside the city wall. But a lot of these people have been moving inside the city as of late. There are still guards roaming the farmlands. There's still some kids playing, but you can tell a lot of the parents are packing up stuff and moving their things into the city. You do get into the city, and you're able to find Vic's shop relatively easily. Vic, or Victor, as he is known amongst people that don't know him by his shortened name, is a pudgy, balding man that wears a cheap suit and does have a shop that smells like he's probably spilled a mixture of various spices and alcohol here multiple times. So it is a powerful, overwhelming smell. And Vic is behind the counter, and we have people. come shopping. We don't get a lot of visitors. I mean, granted, I don't know everybody in town, but you don't look like people from town. You're wearing hunting stuff and like last season's fashions. So, like, what are you doing in town, travelers?
Last season's fashion.
Thank you for noticing that we're hunters. We are here on a journey.
Ah, well, you've come to Vic Sundries. Please come inside. I have canteens and I have various things from various places that adventurers have sold things to me. So you are welcome to shop around. Is there anything in particular you are here for?
What was the guy's name?
I
The
don't
elder
remember.
sent us with the list of stuff he needed.
Right.
Oh, the cow medicine. Oh yeah, I got that. Yeah, give me a minute. He hops off a stool, waddles back behind the counter, or waddles back to the back of the store. He slowly kind of comes back and crawls onto his stool. So we have a problem. Someone broke into my shop last week, and the medicine was one of the things they stole. Now I think I know who did it, but I ain't like a fighting person. The town guard and militia are a little busy getting ready in case the Galbranthi come here. So, I would be willing to hire you to get back the supplies.
So this includes money. What?
Oh, well, yes, money and things like that. If you were to get them back, I would give you each 2 days worth of rations for your travel back to Arroyo, and 100 G each.
How
Mm,
does that sound?
And
you're
and the
speaking
medicine
my
for old man
language.
H.
All right, where's the guy?
Yeah, who before we take the job or not, who's out
Right.
here stealing medicine for cowpox?
Well, he is a bit of an idiot. Is one of the Nico goblins that lives in the sewers. He thinks himself some sort of fancy magician. So he gets random things that look like potion ingredients and steals them from people. He also likes to stir them with year-old fish bones. I don't know why.
Huh.
That's an awfully fishy thing to
What's
do.
this goblin's name?
Nicomancer.
Hmm.
The fish
Nico
bones are strange.
Mansa.
That's an interesting.
Nicomancer.
Huh.
He's not very smart. I told you.
All right, and he
Tougher
stole the
goblins
stuff.
typically in this world.
Well, goblins aren't even a thing so much as Nico goblins are, and I will see if I can share an image of one with you guys somewhere.
I think it described it as being almost cat-like.
Yeah.
They are weird
Yeah.
little cat-like creatures that are humanoid. They wear rags and typically like little fish totems around their necks, and they wear pots on their heads.
Oh, I
Uh,
love them already.
Hey, Fancy Pants.
Neko
Are you
goblins.
Are you fine with crawling around in the sewers?
If I must.
God,
Well,
those are
100 gold
cute.
would definitely let us go to the bathhouse after. So, like, it all balances out in the end.
We got some lovely
Definitely.
bathhouses.
Yeah.
You're
We're gonna need a
you're
bath.
you're gonna pay for that, right?
That's what the 100 gold is for.
You know,
What you do with it's up to you.
first we save a guy's ass by beating some eggs.
And
The
now
least
get
we can
dragged through
do
Shit.
is, yes, now we have to travel through the filth to get some
Find this
cowpox
Nico
Ah.
Dancer.
It's a shitty situation, but it'll be all right.
We'll come out clean on the other side.
You rarely do. It's usually a little
All right.
messier than you expect.
What? How do we get to the sewer? Let's go kill, or let's go reprimand this Nico Mancer.
however you want to deal with him. I don't even know if the other Nico goblins like him that much.
Well, there's more down there?
Well, yeah, they're citizens technically, Like some of them are upstanding citizens. They have businesses and stuff. Some of them live up here. It's just like he's a nuisance and an idiot, so he lives down there. So
Okay.
you're able to.
How do we get down there?
If anybody has any skills they'd like to try and utilize to try and search for this Nico Goblin.
Sure, let's go ahead and do knowledge or tradition again, see if I know anything.
Okay.
6.
Give me a roll.
6.
Okay. So, because the rain's actually let up by the time you guys made it to the city, the difficulty is still 6. And you are able to put together some information about where Nico goblins live, how they live, and the kind of things that spellcasters search for. And you're able to put together, along with a map you were able to fish out of your backpack of this town. You're able to find that there's a bit of the sewer that runs next to the city's graveyard, and that is like by cross triangulation, that is the best place he could go, because various insects and corpse dust and grave dirt and finger bones, they're all like ingredients for alchemy for like people that think they're creepy. The hot topic of magic, as it were. And you're able to track you're able to find the closest entrance to the sewers there, so you don't have to traipse through the sewers there. Yeah. Now, if anyone else wants to roll like hunting or anything else to look for him.
I can roll hunting.
Oh, hunting will work?
Well, you kind of have like the hunting ground now, so you're looking for signs now that you're there.
I rolled
Okay.
10.
I'll let him do it.
You're able to find fairly easily like marked pathways. Like he's been kind of like well-worn paths, so to speak, through the sewers. Places he's kept, sewer filth from accumulating too much. And you're able to eventually find a very large room in the sewers where there is a cat goblin person behind a desk, stitching together a zombie, what it looks like. And you see back behind him somewhere Vic's crates of medicine and other supplies. He hasn't noticed you guys yet. He's just whistling while he's sewing up this corpse.
What's he doing?
Try to get
I don't know. What's he doing over there?
I don't know. It looks really weird.
What you doing there, friend?
Intruders! Here to defile my sacred lair of necromancy. I will have my minions deal with you.
No. Look. Huge misunderstanding. Look, I'm a traveler. There's a lady back home. She has a thing for necromancy, so I'm here to learn about it. I'm trying to impress a girl. You understand me?
Give me a spirit plus intelligence roll.
Wow.
I'm not particularly good at either of those.
That's so good.
5.
He sits there for a second. He's like, really? I thought I was the only one that knew of necromancy.
Nah, I'm following.
Oh my god. The treatise I published by leaving it at 3 bars is spreading?
It is.
He's like hopping up and down a little bit. He's like, oh my god. Famous. Okay. So what you gotta do is you have to get a body, and he's like ushering you over to the table. You have to get a body and then while it's sewn open or cut open, you have to cram it full of fish. Here. He gestures to a bucket of rotting fish and then gestures to the body.
So I'm going to start doing this. I'm going to make eye contact with a member of my party and try to give them the signal of like, look around. And while I'm dealing with this guy.
Yeah. I'm gonna actively like start taking the stuff back stealthily. Like you said, there's a wagon there, right?
No, just crates. It's some small crates, probably, 8 inches by 8 inches by 8 inches.
Yeah. I'm just gonna start looking for anything that might be that guy's and the cow medicine, and just start like a chain of commanding it back to people to like get it out of the tunnel.
Bucket line.
Yeah.
Give me a strength plus dexterity roll.
Thanks, plus dex. I am really good at those. I'm very good at those. That's a 5 and a 5, so a 10.
That's a critical success.
Is it?
Yeah, both. Oh wait, no,
6 and higher.
both have to be 6s or higher, or the maximum. My apologies.
I'm sorry, Kira,
like a 4 and a
your
4 would-
microphone's picking up something from the background. I don't know what it is.
It's my husband walking in the kitchen, and I can't do anything about it. I'm very
Understood.
sorry.
Sorry, carry on.
So he's distracted. You're able to get Vic's supplies and a few more things out of there, which it basically ends up being about 20 gold more worth of random supplies and junk that you're not able to track down who it belongs to. This guy just kind of has it squirreled away. But it takes about 30 minutes to get everything out of there. And at this point, Cantor, you're elbow deep in this stitched up body of various parts, and it reeks of fish guts and other things. It's like, and then once you're done, you take the medicine and you sprinkle it and you go kermeow, and it comes to life, just like that one over there. He points to a zombie that looks like a stitched together bits of pieces of random living things. Like it's got like a pig's hoof as an arm, but other humanoid parts, and it's just like.
Moo.
But you're not a Nikomatsu. You're just a person. So I understand why it didn't work just yet. Do you have questions for your beloved lady? Would you like me to sign something?
Absolutely. And I'm going to pull like just a random tattered piece of paper from my bag and like some old music notes or something. Like, yeah, if you could sign the back, that'd be awesome, man.
He dips his finger in like the corpse and then signs it with like ichor, and he's just like, I feel so, my first fan. It's such a big deal to me. I'm just so happy.
I'm
Before
happy to
that-
meet you, bro. The folks at home back home are never going to believe this.
Oh. Well, I thought about opening a school, and yeah, if people are interested, I'll be here. Just send them down. Send extras.
Sure thing. Well,
Now,
thank you for
if
the
you
lesson,
go-
sir.
He like starts grooming himself because he's a little embarrassed. You have a lovely day. And by the way, next time bring more people. I need more parts. So just people you don't really mind miss. I'll let everyone go this time. It's fine. It's fine.
I'll bring people or parts of them, one of the two.
So you're able to get away and avoid a combat that I had set up and planned, because of BSing and good chain gaining skills. And you're able to give Vic's supplies back to him.
Yay!
Yes.
Quack.
Woohoo!
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Vic pays you each 100 gold and invites and gives you each a night stay at a local inn. If you want to go to the bathhouse, that's up to you. But these here, this place to stay, it's perfectly fine. My cousin owns the place. The beds are clean enough, and the food is good enough. So enjoy your time in town. Who knows if it'll be here next week.
I'm covered in rotting fish guts. I'm going to the bathhouse.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Me 3.
Let's go.
I still smell like that
I
guy's
need to find the
ass.
cost. But that's the best part of humor. You gotta make the loop around.
Right?
All right, so the public bath is 2G for you to use, which is paltry compared to what you just got paid. And then if there's any other supplies you want to pick up in town while you're here, feel free to. Yeah. Otherwise, the evening is relatively uneventful. The town is very quiet as you're sleeping that night, though. Normally, you would expect a city this big to have kind of like a bustling nightlife, but a lot of people are just kind of like quiet and indoors. The next day, we're going to roll another condition check. As everyone went to the bathhouse, even after traipsing around the sewers, you're not going to have any penalties to this condition check. So I need everyone to give me a. Actually, you're going to get a bonus because of the bathhouse. Give me strength plus spirit plus 1.
7.
Ooh, that's 10.
8.
That's a 7.
11.
Okay. So the 10s and above, you are each getting you get to choose one of your stats to increase it by 1 die size.
Ooh. Like that.
For the day, of course.
Oh, for the day.
Yeah.
Okay. That'll be my strength going to a D10.
We're going to bump into a D8.
Fun fact, if you have penalties to your condition check and you drop to a 0, you just die. That's just a thing. That's just what dysentery does to you. You do notice as you're getting ready to leave for the day, the rain is much heavier. A large storm moved in overnight. So that is going to make things much more difficult.
Not for me with my rain boots.
Right? They're just the best. Why are yours so much like nicer looking though? Like yours are like really shiny.
Because they're made out of that nice
So
high quality croc rubber.
It's about to be a storm. I'm going to go to the general store and buy some rain boots.
I was going to say, same, yeah. How much are
can I
rain
buy
boots?
some rain boots?
They're cheaper if they're ugly.
It's true.
Mine are made from Crocs.
I would like a pair of used rain boots, please.
That's actually a thing you can do as well. Also, you have those eggshell pieces you can sell. Those sell for 1,000 gold a piece.
Oh, wow.
The eggshells?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh, hey, we got these eggshells. You want them? Give me money.
So the party gets $4,000 that you can spend on supplies to go out into the rain with.
Do you have any
There's-
gold chains that I can
boots.
wear that are $4,000?
No.
It's for the party, not for just
Hey,
you. That's
I need
like
to be pretty.
4,000 divided by 5 people. I don't know how to do math, but if I did, I'd tell you the amount.
You people
What?
need it more than I do. You're not blessed
Oh,
with my good
cool.
looks.
We'll take it. There we go. 1,000 apiece, everybody.
So how much is
Holy
good
generous.
reindeer?
Well, if you wanted to buy a raincoat, that is 400 gold. And if you wanted to buy rain boots, that's 300.
What about used rain boots?
Yeah, it seems like a pretty solid investment given the situation, so I'm getting both.
If you wanted to buy used increases or decreases the cost by 20%. So if you want to buy used stuff, it's you take the cost times 0.8, but let's see. The used rain boots would be 240, and a used rain coat would be 320. So both together would be 560. They're a little less durable.
I'll do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the same thing. 560.
Mm-hmm.
That leaves me with 578 remaining. All right, so I got rain coat, rain boots. And what do coat and boots do?
They give you a +1 bonus on checks that are in those kinds of terrain, weather, etc.
So +2 combined.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
Alrighty. So, you guys are going to set out in the rain? Time
Yep.
to do a travel check.
Yep.
Your travel check is strength plus dexterity. You do get any bonuses that you have for it being rain. It's still grassland, so if you have any bonuses for grasslands, that goes into effect as well. But it is
travels.
6.
Comes up to
Travel
11 for me.
Hmm?
Comes up to 11 for me.
okay.
There's my D10. There's my D10. Strength and dex.
I got a 10.
Holy crap.
All right, so I heard that Torben, you had
Was that a good
6,
holy
you said?
crap or a bad holy crap?
Right?
It's good holy crap.
I heard correct. You got a 6, correct, Torben? Duality.
Correct.
Okay. Ami.
9.
Okay. Eamon.
I got a 10.
Cantor. Cantor, you got a. What did you get again for your travel check?
11.
Okay, and Stefan.
19.
Whoa.
Holy cow! Was that with like a critical success?
No, that was an 8 and a 9 plus 2.
Okay, well, everyone is doing well. Duality, you do lose half your current HP. The rain is pelting you pretty heavily.
Is that
After
something
about
I
a
can
day,
help with the cure touch incantation, just in case we don't want to be
Mhm.
traveling with injuries?
have
Just
HP. Yeah,
curious.
you can recover
It
HP with it.
occurs
Yeah.
to me after we've done 3 travel rounds, you know. Are you okay? You
No.
look like you sprained your ankle. I can help with that.
I'm cold, I'm wet, and I'm annoyed.
Uh-huh. I hear that. Would you like assistance? I only do this if you consent. I don't like to heal people or do magic without consent.
Yeah, but I also want a warm bed and hot cocoa.
Well,
It's all drizzly.
we'll work on that part.
Everyone's filling up their travel skin, their water skin with water. Torben just fills it with hot chocolate.
If you lost
After, like,
more than
2
6,
hours.
then you're still down by whatever, because I rolled a 6 for you.
Nope, that fills me up. Giggity.
Beautiful.
Great. How
So-
much health do you have?
12. Wow. Hey, I'm a dainty thing.
Same here.
So
Squishy's got
at the end of the day,
together.
Mm-hmm.
at the end of the day, you guys set up another camp. So whoever's got the best combo of int and dex, set it up.
I think that's me.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh,
And
Seven.
the bonuses for your rainy gear will work in this too.
okay, so 9.
9, you're good. Camp is set up. You guys are able to dry off, keep warm, and the next day when you wake up, the rain has moved on, the sun is shining and beautiful, and you guys arrive back at Arroyo that day. The As you're traveling, though, you do see a column of smoke in the distance. And arriving at Arroyo, it does look like the town was attacked. Seeking out Hakunin, who has been injured, he gestures you close. The Galbranthi, they came while you were gone, and they kidnapped a massive portion of the city's population, including all of your parents, and they fled north with them. They also killed all of my cattle. So, there's that.
I guess you won't need this then.
And that is where we will end for now. I honestly thought the combat and the sewer stuff was going to take longer, but you guys talked.
We
the
were
necromancer out of the
smart.
fight.
That was so cool, though.
It's always hard to gauge how long to do like a one shot demo adventure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that
Totally
was
get that.
Ryuutama.
I like it.
Okay.
It's cute.
Yeah.
It's cute.
Very
I like
simple
this.
game.
All right, Eric,
The
take us out.
Goblin guys definitely have that Studio Ghibli feel.
Yeah.
So, thank you everybody for coming by, joining us, playing with us tonight. In next week, we always do our follow up. Everybody's invited to come back. We'll just talk about the mechanics of the system, not the story or the ass puns. And we will have a great time doing that. So, catch everybody again next week. Have a good night, folks.